Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video. This is going to be, I suppose, slightly controversial maybe, because I know a lot of people really like this game from this particular series, but this is Grand Theft Auto 3 for the PlayStation 2. So the screenshots at the back. And I've been playing this on and off for the last maybe month and a half maybe. You know, playing it every now and again, and I've come to the conclusion, guys, that I'm gonna just quit. You know, there's too many things about this game that annoys me. You know, to be honest. I mean, I do, you know, I've got to, admit, and I've got to realise that it was an early PS2 release. You know, and for its time, this game would be, breathtaking, really, for its time. But looking back on it now, after playing the likes of Vice City, San Andreas, and even Grand Theft Auto 4, there's just a few things that really get on my nerves. The first thing I'm going to say, guys, is the map. So here's the map. The game doesn't actually have, this is the first Grand Theft Auto game that I've played that doesn't actually have an in-game map. So what you're sometimes forced to do, to get to like paint and spray shops, like gun shops and that, you've got to really look at your paper map. And for me it's kind of an inconvenience. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if the PS1 Grand Theft Auto games are like that. You know, I've not really played much Grand Theft Auto on the PS1. But for me, guys, after playing like Vice City and that, I do think it's a bit of an inconvenience. You know how, at the bottom right of your screen you've got like a little radar thing. I don't know why it doesn't tell you where the gun shop is. It tells you where the next mission is, but why doesn't it tell you where the gun shop is? That should always be on your map, because you're going to want guns, aren't you? And we're going to get killed in this game really bloody quickly. And I'm not just quitting it because of that. There is a few other reasons. The game is pretty bloody solid. It is a really, really tough game. I feel like the gameplay is a bit, sluggish. Like I say, compared to Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and 4. It just feels a bit sluggish for me. I don't know, I just find it quite hard. The game in general. I just feel like the enemies in that take so much health off you. You've not really got much to, much to go on, really. They really do give you a good old battering. And, I got to the second island, guys, without any cheats, so, and I've decided, I think I'm going to call it quits. I'm going to go into Vice City. Because I've never actually finished Vice City. I do love Vice City. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, in my opinion, is a really good game. Loved the location, loved the character, loved the soundtrack. Everything about Vice City for me was top notch, but I never completed it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to go on, pretty soon I'm going to go into Vice City. Because that's the first Grand Theft Auto game that's got like an in-game map. For me it's a big thing, that and, like I say, the difficulty in Grand Theft Auto 3 was really tough. You die so quickly. And I just wasn't really getting anywhere in it. In the end, I got to the second island, and I've got to drag this guy to like an airport, and you go up the bridge, and there's like enemies everywhere, and every time I go through, the gun, the car just gets blown up, because they've got the bloody machine guns out and just shoot the bloody car, and boom. Basically that's it. The end of that story. And I've tried quite a few times to get out the car and shoot them, but what happens is you're supposed to drive this guy to the airport, and I think you have timed as well. But if I get out of the car to shoot these guys, basically the guy I'm supposed to be driving to the airport gets out and he ends up getting shot and killed. And I was just at the point, guys, there's maybe another way to do it, but I was just getting so frustrated because it's so difficult. Even missions before that, guys, I was struggling because they're really difficult. They really are. I mean, for instance, guys, I was at a part where to do this certain mission, you had to get this specific car. Because this car was locked to the mission. You had to get the specific vehicle, and you don't know, guys, how long it took me to try and find this vehicle, because it didn't, give you a picture of the vehicle you're supposed to find. So I ended up, getting out my car and jumping into every single bloody vehicle until I could, eventually find the right one. So for me, Grand Theft Auto 3 for its time was probably, fantastic. But I do think now it is showing its age, sadly. I mean, the character doesn't talk, which for me is a big thing usually, but I can get over that if the gameplay is good. And, it's decent, but you know, I can never see myself completing it. It's too irritating. I'll probably keep it in the collection. Sorry guys. I'll probably keep it in the collection, you know, just because it's Grand Theft Auto. And, you know, it's got an awesome soundtrack, you know, free roaming and that might be quite fun. But as far as the missions goes, I think I'm done with Grand Theft Auto 3, sadly. It's just too bloody frustrating, guys, you know. So, anyway guys, this is it. I quit Grand Theft Auto 3. I quit. Yeah. So yeah, guys, if you played Grand Theft Auto 3, let me know what you think. Do you agree with some of the points I've made? Do you disagree? You know, don't be shy, guys. Leave it in the comments below. Even if you disagree, you know, just let me know, guys. Give me a good old telling off. Tell me, you know, you suck, and well, maybe not go out, maybe not go that far, but you know, just say that you like the game, or just whatever you want, guys. You know, just some interaction. I always read you guys' comments. Even though it does take a little while for me to respond, I do read everyone as soon as I get it. Anyway guys, thanks for watching guys, and yeah, I'll catch you all later. See you guys, thanks for watching.